When my triplets were born, a few weeks prematurely, they had to spend time in the neonatal intensive care unit. I got the same amount of parental leave as every other parent, except 6 of those weeks I spent with babies in the NICU. 3 of those weeks with 2 babies at home and 1 still in the hospital. It was really challenging, but now I appreciate each and every day we have together.
We're triplets. That means we share a birthday. Most people think they wouldn't want to share a birthday, but we like it because we can celebrate with all of our friends.
When I had twins, I realized that everything had to be done twice and that everything's a stage with a beginning and an end, and being a part of the Twins Triplets and More Association gave me hope that everybody else was in the same stage as me.
The best part about being members of TTMAC, the local chapter here in Calgary, is that we've made 2 amazing friends, which are twins just like me and my sister.
One of the challenges of being twins is that people think we're the same person. Just because we're born on the same date doesn't mean that we have the same personality.
Being in Calgary, Alberta, away from my family was really challenging, especially when I wanted to travel to go see them. Did you know that you need 1 adult for every child under the age of 2 to fly within Canada? Luckily, my parents are snowbirds, and the same rules did not apply when flying to Florida. I was so grateful to have the help of other parents of multiples through TTMAC to try to figure out and brainstorm how to do that safely and as stress-free as possible.
Hi there, I'm a mom of 2 sets of twins. One of the best advices that I can give you is learn how to multitask and to definitely ask for help from your chapter, because that will definitely be one of the best things you can possibly do. I couldn't have survived without the help from the chapter here in Calgary. I don't know how I would have done it, so I appreciate all of them more than anything. Thank you.
When my husband and I were expecting our twins, we took a prenatal class through the local health unit. But what we found was that it was lacking information specific to parents of multiples. A POMBA member reached out to us and suggested that we take the prenatal class through Multiple Births Canada. They had a wealth of information. It was run by 2 local members. Information included things like tandem feeding with breastfeeding and bottle feeding, what to expect through the labor and delivery process, as it can be quite different than a single birth, as well as continued support and resources as the twins have grown. Our local POMBA group is amazing. We talk regularly through Facebook, and there's parents with multiples at all stages of development, which is really helpful for newer parents like ourselves. We don't know where we would be without the support of Multiple Births Canada and our local POMBA group.
Having a twin brother is mostly a benefit because you get to ride the same level of roller coasters, you get to watch the same types of movies, and you get to play the same types of video games.
So when my 2 boys were babies and still in their car seats, I used to have a car seat stroller that I would use to snap them in and get them from the car to wherever we were going. But I forgot that stroller more times than I can remember, and I couldn't actually carry both boys in their car seats for any length of distance. So I actually had to rely on the kindness of strangers to help me carry my babies when I was out and about by myself, many times.
Thank you to all the parents who understood that inclusion for our twins meant that they invited both boys to the birthday party, or conversely, they invited one so he wasn't excluded.
Thank you to all those who work in education that understood what equity meant to our family, that our twins could sit together in the classroom so they could focus and keep eye contact with each other. Thank you.
I am grateful to the principal in the school for consulting with me on the placement of my twins. In their early years, they wanted to be together, and as I got older, they preferred to be apart.
Before I brought my twins home, Multiple Births Canada helped connect me with my local chapter. It had been over 12 years since I had a baby in the house. I needed all the help I can get. and I met lots of lifelong friends.
Nobody, and I mean nobody, understands what it's like to be pregnant with 3 babies at the same time, to have 3 newborns at home, or even to have 3 little people in the same kindergarten class, except for the people who have been there before. I am so grateful for our local chapter because they connected me to other triplet families, and I knew I wasn't alone.
Being first-time parents and of multiples at that, we had no idea what our lives were about to become. POMBA has been welcoming, loving, and a source of a lot of support and knowledge.
I like being a POMBA member because of the fun parties with other twins and triplets. Being a twin can be hard when people can't tell us apart and get us mixed up.
I learned to tandem carry baby wear, both of my babies, which are my twins, through the support of my chapter network.
I love my sister, and she is my twin sister.
As our twins are growing older, I am so thankful for the guidance I continue to receive from our local chapter. We've quickly been learning that with bigger kids come bigger challenges to manage, and having 2 going through the same life changes weeks, sometimes even months apart, it's been hard to not constantly compare them to each other. I'm learning to treat them with equity amongst themselves, and I have received so much information from other POMBA parents on how comparison can be hurtful and have lifelong effects. So thank you to the members with those older multiples here in Windsor, Essex, POMBA for continuously assisting our family and guiding us on how to navigate these years and the years to come.
One of the most difficult things that I found after having multiples was how hard it was going to be to get the babies out of the car by myself. Logistics were involved.
Tandem breastfeed, put baby A in her crib, put baby B in her crib, pump, change diapers. Tandem breastfeed, put baby A in her crib, put baby B in her crib, pump, change diapers, feed baby A, look at the cribs, panic. Where's baby A? Realize I'm breastfeeding her.
What's the hardest part about having twins, or something I didn't expect, is that it's not easy. It's probably the hardest thing, and as they get older, it just gets different. There was one time I went to feed one, and I had already fed him. Identical twins. Maybe one day everyone will know who's who. Catch!
What I got POMBA is I get to hang out with twins and triplets who understand what it's like to share everything.
What's really hard about being Toronto twins is every time we tell somebody that we are, they never believe us ever. And they always expect us to look and act the same because we're twins.
When my twins were infants and I signed them up for swimming lessons, I did not realize that it was 1 child per adult. So the few times that my husband wasn't able to make it, I had to make sure that I had another adult with me, otherwise my children would not benefit from taking swimming lessons.
The worst thing about being twins is people thinking that we're twins, but we don't look alike.